And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the patch 2.2 Hildibrand Quests. I am joined today by JU Honey J, Diesel Inferno, Zelly, Hylia. Say hello.
Hey!
Hey everyone!
So, as you can see, they're all crazy people. What the hell? So, let's see where we have to go. So, we're actually here in Eastern Thanalan. North of Camp Drybone, all the way here at the Golden Bazaar, because this is where the first part of the Hildibrand Quest ended in patch 2.1. So, well, let's do this. So, here we go. So here's Ellie. So the first quest is called The Science of Deduction. So Ellie wishes to share her latest discoveries with you. So, perchance you are curious about the duelist declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I to not investigate her, and should the duelist strike while I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Let's see, ingratiating myself, you know, for the people watching this, please pay attention in school, especially in English class. You know, there are certain words which will come up later in life we actually might need to know. So I'm going to guess that this word is ingratiating, but I have absolutely no idea. So ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I am told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort 2C in Camp Drybone cells. You can come along if you'd like. Okay, so we need to talk to 2C, who is in Camp Drybone, so let's go. I'm just going to quickly teleport us there. So hopefully this quest line is going to be quite fun to do.
Yep.
Oh, it will be.
So here is to 2C. Ah, cutscene. So here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. It's like every time I hesitate to say a word, you know that I'm trying to guess what it is. Was it for love or money that you killed him? It was you? Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves for God's sake, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago as you did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from you your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... damn, I thought he did it for the money. You two, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. So at least he's competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildibrand. It's kind of hard not to, though, isn't it? We should get going. Lady Jurildil, or Jurilda, will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Okay, so we need to go it says present the Alphic Lavender to Gerilda, who is in Western Thanalan and Vesper Bay. So I'm actually going to take us a different route to get there. I'm going to take us to Limsa. Then we can teleport to the Arcanist Guild, and then take the ferry from the Arcanist Guild straight to Vesper Bay.
Okay, sure thing.
At least that's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
So let's see, you go Aetheryte, Aethernet, go to Arcanist Guild.
I can run there. Maybe not.
And then the ferry thing right here will take you straight to Vesper Bay, save a couple of seconds.
Really? I'm still loading in.
I'm still loading in as well.
Same.
I'm already on the boat to Vesper Bay.
We're all slow. We're just too slow.
Well, the loading on the console has slightly improved. I'm not saying it has much improved. I'm just saying slightly.
I'm in Vesper Bay already.
Sally's playing on PC though.
That's true.
So let's see. I'm trying to find this Gerilda. Aha, here's Gerilda. So she says, again, as I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Okay, so handing over the Afelk Lavender, Afelk obviously being one of the 12. So it says, the vagrant variety of lavender rarely found in the arid lowland regions of Thanalan. So, did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect. What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time, everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. No, she's charming, isn't she?
Yeah.
So Ellie says,
Nice lady.
forgive us, Lady Gerilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. So Gerilda says, you fools. I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. So, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece of my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now, look on my perilous Inspector, Interlopers, and Despair. So, I think another cutscene. Lol, says Hildibrand. So, it says, ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. There's sparkle in his teeth, as always. So he says, my lady, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance in pursuit of me? No, whatever.
No.
As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. Oh, this is the other inspector then.
Yep.
So the chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. So, sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Bradian, consulting inspector. At your service, my lady. Hildibrand's not happy, is he?
Nope, he's not a happy bunny.
So Hildibrand says, conniving inspector? Consulting inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildibrand, Manderville, and Nashu Marakaraka, I presume. 2 rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know naught. Call me when you've finished with these rastrals. Or wastrels, whatever.
I meant wastrels or something like that. I don't know.
So, Durilda says, you see, I do not want nor need your help. Bradian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. So Durilda says, where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? There was a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... that vase once belonged to the royal house of Fawn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? So Hildibrand says, my lady, pray allow me to go to the girls in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. Now he's posing again. So he says, with my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect. At which point you will be gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. She's still not impressed. So Ellie says, not one spoken aloud. That's really funny. So Hildibrand says, Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? That smile on his face is ridiculous.
Yeah, he does a funny expression for that, so...
So Maria says, I picked up the vase in Uldar, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofika's wells. I want to go and look, but there were scary looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. So, you are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase, all 5 of us.
Does she mean 8 of us?
So Ellie says, all 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Bradian. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. Ellie says, you don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Ellie says, Maria dear, listen, if it gets dangerous or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, understand? Okay, so I'm guessing now is the next part of the quest. So now we have to go investigate Nofika's wells. So let's quickly teleport us to the horizon.
Okay. Right, just to let you guys know, I am going to mute myself because it is getting... I won't be talking for the rest of this video, let's just say.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll still be playing with you, I just won't talk.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's see, so we're now heading towards the 3 points in Nofika's wells I need to investigate.
Okay. PS3 so low, so slow.
PlayStation 4 version soon.
Yep. I'm not gonna get it.
14th. So 11 days from now.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
So, okay, I'm at the first point. There's a resting merchant. He says, that girl what run by earlier? Aye, I seen her. I had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, here's the second person, called Senmin. So, a vase, well, anything that falls in the water is likely to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with the queer-winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. Okay, so now we're going to run a bit downstream to see where the next thing is. Oh look, so a flamboyant oath, and obviously this is Gilgamesh. So it says, "A pox upon the thriving demon bird, he shall rue the day he crossed paths with me." A vase? I know naught of what you... curse this infernal refuse underfoot, every point is a dagger. There is something in the water at the man's feet. Oh god, not this again. So okay, let's examine the object at his feet. There it is, curious object. Another cutscene. So Hildibrand says, do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Gerilda over... Oh dear. Is it broken? Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next to the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped onto your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something. He's thinking, is it's like Hildibrand says, "Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma." But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Okay, so just picking up these little pieces of vase all over the place. That's kind of slow to pick these up, isn't it?
Yeah, it took me a while just to pick them up. I'm like, ugh.
Okay, number 3, that was quick. Now number 4. Okay, so let's give these 4 pieces to Hildibrand. So Hildibrand says, come to present your findings, have you? Splendid, let's have a look. So I'm handing over the precious pots herd. So it says, all the Sultan's chocobos and all the Sultan's men couldn't put the vase back together. Oh god, that's so lame.
Oh god!
So Hildibrand says, well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. Okay, so that's the first quest done. So now we'll take the second quest, called the Hammer. So, and this will actually get me the Manderville Dance. So it says, a shattered antique vase will not deter Inspector Hildibrand from his mission. So Hildibrand says, there is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmith low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Hildibrand says, once a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Uldar, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound and gagged in the Gold Court. The Brass Blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, the hammer, the hammer. Maria says, he sounds dangerous. So Gilgamesh says, aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. So, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since last I saw him, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. Hildibrand says, the pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, bid you welcome. Is he going to keep saying his name wrong every single time? So Gilgamesh says, if it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most like to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. It is there we shall begin our search. Okay. So it needs, I guess, go to Blue Fog.
But Mithrie, before you do that, you want to see this chip? Well, this chip was where? The Barden of Light Barden.
Oh, nice. That's what is one of the veteran rewards you get for, I think, 1 year. So anyway, let's now teleport to Camp Blue Fog.
Okay.
He's obviously bought a lot of time cards if he has it already.
Yeah.
And goggles on too.
Yeah, you're gonna love this next bit.
Cool. So we have to
You're gonna see a lot more
What the
Hildibrand
hell?
faces as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're gonna hear. Yeah. It's like. There's also a moment like, what the hell moment.
Alright. Okay, well here's a Doblin carcass. So let's inspect it. So the Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. Nashu says, I don't think it's been dead long. Mayhap whoever did it is still around. Okay, so we have to go a bit north. So here is a basilic carcass. So the basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. Okay. So Gilgamesh says, a single blow to the head. Impressive. And again, let's go a bit north. Try not to aggro any basilisks along the way. Okay. And here is a Arahman carcass. Aha, cutscene. So Hildibrand says, the Doblin, the Basilisk, this Arifman, all were slain with a hammer, as was that beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. Wow. So that Chimara must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to discern our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. So, alas, it comes to this. Though every fibre of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. And Gilgamesh says, what must you do that is so terrible? I must dance. Okay. So, I'm Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Corfus to Thanalan, Manderville man. Okay. So Gilgamesh says, I cannot avert mine eyes. So Hildibrand says, that is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead, though it would be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions. I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Okay, so let's complete the quest of the hammer and get the Manderville dance. So it says you have learned the emote Manderville dance. So what you can do with the Manderville dance, you can go to social on your menu, click emotes, look for the Manderville dance on the list, so here it is, and then just drag it to your hotbar, wherever. And then if you want to do it, simply press the button. So I'm just going to quickly zoom in on myself to do the Manderville dance. So let's see, Manderville, here we go. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I wonder who came up with it.
I don't know.
No clue.
What I noticed about this dance is that it doesn't end. Like, whereas the other dance you just like spin once or twice, whereas this one goes on forever.
Yeah, same with the other free ones as well.
Okay.
It just goes in the loop, which I like.
So here's Hildibrand. So the next quest is called Manderville Men. So it says the time has come for you to do what only a Manderville can. Okay, so Hildibrand says, we are siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen Chimara and dance like only a Manderville can. Okay, so let's go to this destination. So just waiting.
You got a fan following you as well.
Maybe. Or just someone else doing the quest. So here we go,
Yeah.
another cutscene. So notice that the hammer is still actually stuck in one of the Chimara heads. There we go. They just had to add these stupid sound effects to the dance as well, didn't they?
Yep.
So, fancy yourself a Manderville man. Would you... you would do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville... Sorry, be a Manderville man. So Gilgamesh says, he comes. Lol. So the first thing Mithrie does is like pull out her hammer. So, my name is question mark, question mark, question mark. I am here in my underwear for no reason. It says, you have naught to fear from me, naught at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimara. Or Chimera.
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 God, he's wearing those shades as well. So,
Yeah, I know.
Godbert says, but you were not drawn here by coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? So, wait, I know you. She of strong yet tender fingers. But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? It's not Hildibrand's father, is it?
Who knows?
He's scared, is he?
Who knows?
He's
We'll
got a
find
quivering
out,
chin. That's really funny. He's running away. So, by the grace of Fall, what sorcery is this? He yet lives? Lol, he's chasing. Did you see how Nashu was sort of spinning when he ran by her?
Yeah. It's hilarious as hell.
And now slow motion running. He's like, no.
Oh no!
It's hilarious what he does to him, though.
So he runs way quicker, basically.
Yeah.
So Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximus something. They caught him. Is this like a wrestling move?
Yeah.
Lol. So that was a big explosion.
I bet maybe La.
Lol. This like head is buried in the road.
Yep.
So Godbert says, 10 years, Hildibrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusions that their beloved son was dead? Son,
Yes.
you were Hildy's father? Godbert the goldsmith, a Manderville man. Smithing as only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for a Manderville man. His father would have to be something like that to explain his behaviour.
Yeah.
So Hildibrand says, please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. So he's still dancing. So Hildibrand says, this antique vase must be made whole once more for the sake of Miss Maria.
This is funny what he uses the hammer, like when when you you craft, you get your table out. Watch what he grabs out.
So Godbert says, do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. That's charming. Okay, so he's using 2 rocks.
Yes.
Oh, that was easy. So Godbert says, hold your applause until the end. By God, guide my hammer. Lol. That was easy.
Yep.
So Godbert says, look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? Hildibrand says, you've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, father. I can be naught else. So Maria says, Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation. We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this re-imaging. That's a funny face.
Yeah, I think he's better go than you.
So Gilgamesh says, you spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were you to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. And Kidu as well, I should think. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad I am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. So Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be travelling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. Okay, so we have to go back now to Vesper Bay. So again, I'm going to teleport us to Limsa so we can get to Vesper Bay quickly.
But yeah, I think that Hildy's father's better Gilgamesh than you.
Yeah, probably. So let's see. Aethernet, Arcanist Guild.
But yeah, what did you thought about that bit then?
That's funny. But it's like I said, you notice I could tell it was his dad, like, immediately.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, wait, that's his dad. You can just tell by the grin on his face.
Yeah.
Well, I remembered him from, like, there's this one quest.
Yeah, I remember him from one quest. I was like, wait, have I seen him before? I was like, yeah.
In the... I believe... What was that place again? I think Camp Bronze Lake? What was it called?
Okay.
You find Godbert.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I was pretty
You have
sure
to
I
rub
seen him
oil
before.
on him for the quest.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
So
And
anyway,
you
here's
rub
sorry, I'm back in Vesper Bay. So here's Maria. So Maria says, hope she likes it. So let's give the reconstructed vase. It says, if every component of an object were to be replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers are unsure. Godbert does not care. So that's hand over. That's to the point, isn't it?
Yep.
So Maria says, Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery, whatever that means. I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Gerilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beast attack, which they did, but gaudy trash. Oh, here's Godbert. So Gerilda says, Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realise you had arrived. Lol. It's like, why is he wearing like hot pants? So Gerilda says, though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodation as esteemed gentlemen such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. So Godbert says, oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder, although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I will go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Throne Dynasty collection. What a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. But why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand Atlas told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. Geralda says, I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? And he says, wait a minute, your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Eolan's Quiveron seat on the Syndicate? It appears there has been a great many developments over the past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Bradian. Okay, so now we need to speak with Bradian, who is also in Vesper Bay, so let's go. Here he is. So Bradian says, why are you still here? Hildibrand says, allow me to elucidate. Lady Geralda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine, our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Geralda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Now, so Nashu says, oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all of our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small smoke along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain its original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. He just feels the need to pose for no reason.
Yeah.
So he says, mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in or out of the observatorium, assuming that you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Hildibrand says, fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself, a description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Cleophas. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Ellie says, be seeing you. He's waving, okay. So Gilgamesh says, pray forgive my lateness. You notice Nashu like almost falling asleep. So Hildibrand says, Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. So a victim described him as a halberd wearing brute dressed in did you forget it's red already? A ridiculous outfit, okay. A ridiculous outfit. Oh, now I am intrigued. What reason would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? What reasons indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Okay, so that's the quest Manderville Men complete. So now do the next quest. So the next quest is called the Free Collectors, which will give us 5 elixirs. So Inspector Hildibrand would have you accompany him to Cleophas. So Hildibrand says, allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Braderin's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. Okay, so we're going to the observatorium. So I'm going to teleport us to Count Drybone in Corfus, and then we run south from there.
Another fun quest with crazy cutscenes.
Cool. So, getting from Corfus to the observatorium, it just takes what, 20 seconds or 30 seconds to run south? So, about halfway there already.
I'm still looking.
Yeah. If only, you know, there was like a sprint button for the Chocobo.
That'd be good. But yeah, I'm gonna just be AFK for like a quick second. Be back.
Sure. So it's nice doing these sort of quests and story, isn't it?
Definitely a nice break from like the serious farming and raids and dungeons and whatnot.
Okay, so here is the Sellsword Sergeant. Cutscene again.
Loads of cutscenes.
So Hildibrand says, hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. The sergeant says, clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. Briardian says, at ease, sergeant. They're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. So Gilgamesh says, I say, this land always so inhospitable. The biting words, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Okay, so here's the sergeant again. So it says, good, you're still... wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Hildibrand says, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gate mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as we are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. So the sergeant says, you look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Okay, so let's go now to the east gate, which is this way. There's the Sellsword Watchman. Oh, another cutscene.
Cutscene galore!
So the Watchman says, you see just now? No? I don't think me eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Nashu says, Inspector, over there, look. What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. So, I see you, Demon Bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here overlong. We must egress post-haste. Okay, so now we're going to speak with Hildibrand. Cutscene number 3. So Hildibrand says, there is no out of ordinary here either. No luck, we have scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Ellie says, or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. You notice Gilgamesh just like running in the background. So Hildibrand says, I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. So Nashu says, I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will endeavour to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Again, Gilgamesh just running place to place.
You've seen the background then, with the
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
That's funny.
So now we're going a bit more to the east to see what we're going to find. So there's Hildibrand again. We're just waiting at this destination. So, wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Okay, so I guess they're all looking for this weapon. Just Mithrie just standing there like whatever.
Another good cutscene, this one.
So Hildibrand says, Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was melded a musket barrel. So they're looking everywhere, even though it's like right behind them.
I'm back.
It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. How I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. So, that weapon of yours, bearing a striking resemblance to... lol. The strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago, surely you can't be serious. Now, you call me Shirley, no matter, give it to me, give it to me. So now they're doing a tug of war, I guess. So Hildibrand says, this spear and I have travelled all together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. sort of funny looks on their faces. Back and forth, back and forth. So Ellie says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misleading our dispute. Greg is good, honest man, who I am certain has never stole a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. He just realised what happened. So, Brydian, I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. So, a confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you are you all are beyond reason. They're all mad at Hildibrand. Yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. So, well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face a duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will not likely suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can.
Oh, I just realised I gotta go to Corvus.
So I'm guessing this is now the point where I can do the fight, isn't it?
I don't know, but I just realised I gotta go to Corvus, that's the bit I'm at, see.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Now heading towards Griffin Crossing. And here's Hildibrand. his face buried in the ground again. So Hildibrand says, Nashu, Miss Ellie, my good woman, it's a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtly deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. So this is the high bridge now, I guess. Do we actually know where this high bridge leads to?
I'm not sure.
I guess we'll find out. So just walking into some random room on the bridge. There is Gilgamesh. So, yes, I was behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand, we were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, don't you think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. So for Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time. Okay. So Mithrie's like, what?
Skip the cutscenes. I'll watch your videos just to see what about the things.
Sure. Okay, so it says the battle for the big bridge is now accessible. So, let's see. So how far are you off from this, Diesel?
Well, we're gonna do the fight, are we?
Yeah.
Once you get it.
Yeah, sure. Once I get there, we can do the fight as well then.
Sure. Okay, if you skip all the cutscenes quickly, then we should be able to
Yeah.
queue straight away, because we have a
That's what
tank
I'm
and a healer, so hopefully the queue will be quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm skipping all the cutscenes. I would watch it when you post your video in.
Sure. In the meantime, let's do the dance.
Okay, where am I going to now? Ugh. I got a blank screen from here. Okay, I'm gonna end up where you two are now.
So this is my time to say to people, if you watch this far, hope you like the video. I do story mode, storytelling, let's play videos on my channel for everything in Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn. Please like and subscribe today. If it means anything at all, I'm in the same free company as Mr. Happy. Okay, so if you skip that cutscene, Diesel, then we can just queue up and go straight in.
Yeah, hold on. You want me? Oh, there we go. Now I can skip it. There you go. I skipped it now, and it's a blank screen for me. PS3 is so slow.
So let's see. So in order to access this fight, you go to your duty finder, you go down to trials, and then you can click here, battle on the big bridge. And it also means by now that you've unlocked the duty roulette trials, but once you've completed the battle of Big Bridge.
Alright, let's roll.
Okay, so let's join.
I can see
Oh,
Hildibrand
only the leader can, so... Can you queue up for battle of Big Bridge or pass me leader?
I'll do it, yeah. If I can find it. Where's it to? Where would it be?
Just pass me leader, Diesel. It's on the
Yeah,
trials.
okay. Okay. There you go.
Okay, so let's now join. Hopefully this won't take too long.
All we need is a healer and a 2 DPS and a tank.
Yep. So once we get in, the video will continue. Okay, so here we go. Go battle on the big bridge. I haven't got any clue or any idea what the tactics are.
Me too. I'm the tank. I don't know what to dodge.
We will see. Oh God, what's this guy wearing?
Oh, what? Wait, is that my... Oh gosh, they have a tank. And he's main tank, apparently, no? He's got, I think he's gonna be main tank.
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah, it's got way more HP than you. That's really funny.
Whoa, what's this, what's that guy wearing? Something... He's a...
I think he's a monk, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a monk, but what's he wearing? Wow.
That's the soldiery chest.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Oh wow.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Your favorite?
Oh, I see. So if you turn into a toad, you have to run away from the bird.
Ah, I see.
And if you're tiny, you will aggro as much, I believe.
I'm guessing he goes after random people as well. And I just took main tank top as well.
Rocket, punch!
Yeah.
I admit it.
What is he doing?
Fighting all later. It's just too much for me.
Is he talking? There he is.
Yeah, he is.
Not.
Okay, what's he doing now?
We're just making fun.
Why, I've been had. I feel so betrayed.
So the weapon he's using is a fake.
Okay.
Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
Lol. Get away from the bomb.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's never happened in a battle, boss fight before.
Yeah, I guess
That's a
they're
try.
experimenting with new dynamics.
Yeah. Maybe. It's interesting.
You noticed it was mostly voice acted, did that then?
Yeah, it's nice.
Imagine future boss battles with that. Just constantly voice acted.
It'd be really good if they do that. There's lots of chickens, so I'm guessing that a lot of us are going to be made smaller.
I feel we
Wait, we get small, do we?
Yeah, if he turns you into a toad, run away from the chicken. If he makes you just tiny,
Oh,
physically
wow.
tiny, then just run away from him.
Wow. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know that spell Toad was in, you know.
rocket, punch!
Confused about
Are you confused, Mithrie? He's standing right there.
it. Yeah, so just you see how people are attacking each other.
Rocket, punch!
Oh, confused again.
He likes you, doesn't he?
Bouncy, bouncy.
So, what are you doing when you're confused then? You're attacking random people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can you control your character when you're doing, like, can you move around?
No, I'm completely like I lose all control.
Oh god, I'd be made a turtoad.
It's alright.
It's amazing. No, I'm getting targeted for something. Yeah, I'm getting targeted for something else now. Oh, okay. Jeez. That was pretty intense. Same, yeah.
We are all tiny.
I actually kind of like these kind of these new debuffs they added. So I'm guessing the main tank doesn't get any effects.
I think it was made tiny as well, but he can just sit there and take the damage.
Yeah.
It's up to the monk if he wants to do limit break.
I won't look out. Rocket punch!
Just as it happened, I turned into a frog.
Same.
Apparently, we still got a limit break on my side.
Two HP. Ow.
There we go.
There you go. That was fun.
There's another cutscene.
I'll be watching this cutscene this time.
Watch it.
I am, yeah. He says, well then.
That's enough of a beating for now.
Lol. They just jumped off the bridge. I mean, not. This is trying to make him fly and then he just fall down.
What the hell? What? Oh god.
He thought he could, like, fly with the chicken, but he just pulled into the ground.
Yep.
The face of concern on your character.
Yeah, you're like, oh no! Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's exit.
And I gotta go.
So here is Brydian. So Brydian says, alone yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Okay, so now we need to return to Vesper Bay. So yet again, I'm going to teleport to Limsa. Shall I wait?
Yeah, I haven't even talked to the guy yet. Okay, now you can do it.
Jade and I are still in.
Oh.
Okay, well, when you get out, I'll teleport us to Limsa, and then we can go back to Vesper Bay. I've actually set Limsa as my free teleport. So you can see here, it costs 0. You can set a free teleport if you have a, you know, the security token on your account. Just one, but so I've set it to Limsa. It's just nice being able to go there for free.
You're gonna be leaving me in Limsa because I gotta go.
Oh, that's right.
What happened to Hildibrand?
He's on the floor right in front of you.
I know, but how would you get on the floor?
Gilgamesh beat him up before he went into the fight.
Ah, I see.
Anyway, let's head to Limsa now. And then a couple more quests, and that'll be part 2 of Hildibrand done. But it's pretty fun to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
So let's see,
Is it gonna be a part 3,
Aether Arcanist Guild. Sorry,
Is there going to be a part 3 then?
Yeah, it's one of those things that's going to keep continuing.
Oh, that's cool. Because I actually want the Hildibrand pose.
Maybe eventually. So anyway, yeah, traveling again to Vesper Bay. I didn't actually know that the Manderville Dance came from this quest chain, so it's good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm heading back now to talk to Gerilda. Okay, another cutscene. Oh. So Gerilda says, "'Tis more magnificent than I imagined. It will make a fine addition to my collection." So she just walks off. These inspectors don't like each other, do they?
Nope.
So Brydian says, and with that our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. So all's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be a thief.
Greg.
There you are, Inspector Brydian. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Lol. I think they just gave the sword to someone else. Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where is my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? So they just gave the blade to someone who was in disguise.
Ooh. Ooh, that's good. That's scary.
So disguise yourself as a client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. Ellie says, the man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. So, dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. Hildibrand's not happy with that comment, is he?
Nope.
So Ellie says, if the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did?
Oh my god. No telling. Oh god.
Lol.
What happened?
A car just landed on his forehead.
Oh.
He's in
The
agony.
rest of that cutscene.
When it's get the end, you do.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. So Hildibrand says, I believe this is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Brydian. He says, piss off. He's obviously angry. So it says, 400 years I have slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief, interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Lol. So Hildibrand says, very well, I and I alone, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, expectus extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. Him and his glittering teeth. And the other inspector's really sad. The Guardian says, you want to challenge her? Stand and face me, you buffoon. He's chasing Hildibrand around.
Good laugh in the end.
So there's Maria laughing.
It's like a bloody TV show, isn't it?
Yeah. I hope they add more such quests to the game. It doesn't have to just be Hildibrand, it could just be other things. So Jorah says, how dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen. And you, Maria. So, well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy, not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. So they're still watching them chase it. Hildibrand says, mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... So you do see the thief just for a moment, but you can only see him like as a black man, you know, with like, you can't tell who he is.
Yeah.
He looks like a phantom.
Yeah.
So that's that quest complete.
Yeah, now you get the
Oh, it's a preview for part 3, right?
yeah, the preview. The preview is funny as well.
So there's a
Like, at the
female
end.
claim to the maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul, can true love bloom on this battlefield? With this Manderville man find his Manderville wife. So it's called A Case of Indecency. That's really funny.
I like the theme song for it, I do.
So Nashu says, hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. It's like Hildibrand is like kissing thin air.
Yeah, it's just kissing the sky.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So obviously part 3, which I'm guessing will be in patch 2.3, will start probably right here in Vesper Bay with Ellie.
Yep.
So that's it for this episode. It was very funny, very fun quest to do. And because now we've finished the battle on Big Bridge, Duty Roulette Trials is now fully unlocked because I now have all the required fights to do it, so I can just do that daily just for fun. So anyway, a quick Manderville Dance, and I will say goodbye from me, goodbye from Mithrie, goodbye from Honey Jade and Diesel, and thank you to Zelly for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and please try it, please do it. It was very fun to do. So goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.